this is Cindy Alexander, Early Childhood Principal, and I'm so glad you could come and be with us for our curriculum session. Before our teachers begin, I want to share with you my thoughts on our K-8 model and how it benefits our young children. Because we're faith-based, the children know that God loves them. The children also know that they're part of a school family. We focus not only on academics, but also social, physical, emotional, and spiritual. We don't pressure the children. The kids are allowed to stay kids without feeling as though they're needed to act older. Also, our teachers recognize that children learn best when they are given opportunities to play, explore, create, and imagine. I hope you enjoy these curriculum sessions and all our wonderful teachers are doing for your children. Have a wonderful day.
Hey beginner parents, my name is Annie Hollett. I am the Early Childhood Reading and Technology teacher. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself, and then I'm going to tell you about the role I play in your child's education. I grew up here in Atlanta. I went to Holy Innocents Episcopal School. I then went off to the University of Alabama and got my degree in elementary education. Once I graduated, I moved back to Atlanta to become a teacher here at St. Martin's. I've been at St. Martin's for 7 years. The first 5 were in kindergarten, and this is my second year as the Early Childhood Reading and Technology teacher. I have my master's in reading education from UGA, and I'm also in the process of getting my associate level Orton-Gillingham certification. As the Early Childhood Reading and Technology teacher, I get to see beginner friends 1 time a week for about 15 minutes in a small group setting. So I will see a group of 4 to 6 kids for 15 minutes, and during that time, we'll have really individualized reading instruction. We will work on the letter of the week. We will talk about other words that have that letter in it, that begin with that same letter sound. We'll also be working on letter formation, and we'll be playing some fun games to help us practice the letters that we're learning. Each lesson is structured in the same way each week, so the kids really get into the routine. We'll read a silly book about the letter of the week. We'll watch a fun smartboard lesson on the letter of the week, and then we'll play a fun game that practices not only the letter of the week, but also the letters we've learned before. This is such an important time in your child's education to be teaching these pre-reading skills. So if you ever have any questions at any time, please feel free to email me, even if it's just a game recommendation. I am happy to help how I can. Please continue to show your love for reading to your children because they will thrive off of it and they will want to become great readers as well. I'm also going to tell you a little bit about the school website. And so the school website is going to be used by all of the teachers as more of a resource board rather than something that they're updating all the time. So the teachers might be posting their class list, class schedule, information that you might have received on orientation day. So this is really going to be a resource board for you to go to if you're ever in need of something that they have given to you and you might have lost at home or you just have forgotten. So use the St. Martin's website for a resource board. You're going to use Seesaw for virtual learning or distance learning and just to check in on what your child's doing throughout the week.
Hi, I'm Ms. Bashirs and I've been teaching for 12 years. I earned a degree from the University of Alabama in early childhood, and I'm a certified teacher in Georgia, K through 5th. I've been teaching at St. Martin's for 3 years, and I just love beginners. I am so happy to be a beginners teacher and here at St. Martin's Episcopal School. I'm going to tell you today a little bit about what it is like to be a beginner. I'm going to walk you through a day in the life of a beginner. So come with me and let me show you what we do. When your children walk in the mornings, they put their book back on their hook, they find their name, put their book back on their hook, and then they immediately go to the bathroom, to the potty, and then they wash their hands. And they either sing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, or the alphabet song. It's very important. We're working hard on washing our hands. Then they go to their morning work or their center with their bucket, and in each bucket they have their basket, and it has everything they need for that morning. Crayons, if they need scissors, if they need glue, they have that. Okay. This morning, for example, our morning work, we're working on shapes. We're working on the circle. So they're going to sort shapes. The star, the circle, the triangle. And we work on concepts in the morning, whatever we're studying. If we're studying the color yellow, or if we're studying the letter A, or the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or circles. So that's how we start. And then when they finish that, they put everything back in their basket, and then they choose a free center. So some free centers that we may have out, they change each day. Some free centers we may have out, the kitchen, where they do a lot of dramatic play, let me tell you. And we might have the blocks, where they do problem solving and sharing. We have magnetics, which is a STEAM activity. We also have the light table, where they're sorting shapes and also working with numbers. And often we will have another activity here. This morning we're going to have tangrams, where they're going to build, sort, and do some problem solving activities. So when they finish with that, when they have finished with the free centers, then we will have recess. So we have 2 recesses a day, 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, 2 snacks a day, 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, and then we have co-curriculars. So we may have, depending on our schedule, we may have 1 or we may have 2. So on Mondays we have art, and with Mrs. Ford, and we go to her. On Tuesdays we have chapel, science, and guidance. Science is with Miss Beckwith, and that's in her room. Guidance is in here with Miss Brown, and chapel is on the big screen right now. We also have music and movement twice with Mrs. Bauer, where we go down to her room. We have library, Miss Crosby, it's here in our room. We have French this first semester with Madame Brown, and then the second half will be Spanish. Again, we have music and movement twice. And we also have religion on Friday, and then we have reading with Miss Hollett, and we go to the Tinker Lab while they're in reading, small reading groups. So you see, it's a very busy day and a very busy time. We also have calendar each day, where we review the month. We count the days, we sing the Days of the Week song, our season song, we talk about the weather, we review our letters, our numbers for the month, our color for the month, our shape, and more colors. That's every day. We also have devotional each day, where we read a story from our little Bible daily. Okay, now I just want to tell you a little bit about what we're doing for COVID-19 and how we're keeping your children safe. You may hear the children talk about magic spray. We have some disinfectant that we call magic spray. And we're always cleaning. They go to the bathroom, we squirt down the toilet. The toys are squirt down after they play with them. So we are constantly cleaning. We are encouraging washing hands. We wash our hands before we eat, before snack, after the bathroom. So those are some things we're doing. As you notice on the floor, we try to distance things out with the children. They're marked off in the painter's tape. We also have our reading. I'm sorry, I forgot our reading. I love to read. We have our reading. The author of the month is Eric Carl. We read every single day. And they also have the books, and they are also squirted down every day. Those are some things we're doing to help keep your children safe. It's very important to Mrs. Kim and I that we keep your children safe. Also the mask, we wear a mask, except when we go outside, we eat lunch and we have a snack. And we also do temperature checks twice a day, in the morning and in the afternoon, usually around 10:15, and also in the afternoon around 1 or 1:15, depending on our schedule. In conclusion, the best way for me to describe our day is nurturing, fun, fast-paced, with lots of learning. Thank y'all.
Hi, I'm Mary Ann McCormick. I have been at St. Martin's for 15 years now, teaching either pre-K or beginners, and I love this age. So here I am. I'm going to talk to you about pre-reading skills and handwriting. We have letter of the week every week. We just finished letter A last week. And we try to do as much as we can during that week with tracing and drawing and writing and art projects that correlate with the letter A. Every week we have certain papers that we do. We do a dot every week. We have a booklet that we make, the letter A. My A book, alligator, astronaut, apple, axe. Tracing, we trace a lot. Tracing is very important for their fine motor, for their hand, the development of their muscles. So anytime your child has an opportunity, worksheet or whatever to trace, it's very good for them. These are all worksheets. We color, we work on 2- and 3-step instructions. Color this red and color that green. So that's all part of the development. We have artwork that we do. That's painting with apples. We made a alligator puppet. We love books. We like literature. And I have lots and lots of books. One of my favorites, Dr. Seuss, 10 Apples Up on Top. The Apple Tree Pie. Apples. We read this book on Friday, and it taught us a lot about how apples grow and the different stages of that. We are beginning to write our name, and it's fine if your child can't write their name. That's what we're doing this year. We keep this at their table where they sit, and I like them at least to start with the first letter of their name and be able to write that on a paper. Other things that we do just to, again, develop the muscles in their hands. This is a little art project where we tear paper, red, green, and yellow, and glue it on the apple. And that's good for them also, tearing. For handwriting, we have handwriting without tears. And they love using this little magnetic board. And this is a center. We use these at centers. Letter A. We have a chalkboard where they write the letters and then erase it. And this is for rolling Play-Doh. And this is really good for them to do at home. I know Play-Doh isn't always the most fun activity to get out, but if you put it in a location where it doesn't get all over. But it is really good for them to roll, and it's very good for their hands. So we have lots of fun things to do this year. We're looking forward to it, going through the alphabet and having all kinds of fun activities that go along with it. Bye.
Hi everyone, my name is Dylan Pope and I am one of the beginners teachers here at St. Martin's. I have been here for almost 6 years now. This will be my 4th year as a lead beginners teacher, and it is definitely my favorite age group. I love working with them, such a fun age. The kids love being here at school. And I went to the University of Alabama studying early childhood education, and I have been here at St. Martin's ever since I graduated. Today, I am going to be talking with you all about our math curriculum and our monthly units. So I have brought some examples to show you what we do in beginners on a daily basis. One of the examples we do for math is sorting. The kids love to sort. We sort by color, we sort by shape, we sort by size. This is a sorting tray that we use, and this week we are learning about the letter B. So we will be sorting buttons. We will have the kids sort, and then we will pick a color and have the kids count the yellow ones. So we focus a lot on sorting. We focus on counting, rote counting, number recognition, patterns, understanding size and shape. Last week we learned about the letter A. So we had apples, and we would talk about which apple is bigger, which apple is smaller. So a lot of math that we do in school, the kids don't even realize that we're doing math, and they're learning and they're having fun. We talk about patterns. We build patterns with our Unifix cubes. Yellow, green, yellow, green, yellow, and we'll ask what color comes next. So we talk about how a pattern repeats itself. We do shape matching. We use our shapes to build different pictures. The kids love doing this. We focus on the kids recognizing numbers 1 through 10. And this is an example of a game we play. We have the train, and we will have the kids match the number 5 to the correct spot. They love this. We do a lot of fun fine motor activity skills. We will, use tweezers to build up their muscles for sorting. We also will use beads. So we will give them the number 2. We will have them identify the number and match the correct amount of beads to their flower. This is a very fun activity that they love. We do a lot of math in our daily routine during circle time even. We have a calendar with pictures and numbers, and we will do a different pattern each month. We talk about how many girls are at school today, how many boys, so it gets them counting and recognizing that, and they don't even realize it. I'm going to read off our August and September units to you. This will be on our website each month, our monthly units. For August and September, we are focusing on the color yellow, circles, getting acquainted here at school with our friends, our school schedule, apples, family and pets. We have an author of the month who is Eric Carl, so we will be reading a lot of his books, and we will be focusing on numbers 1 through 5. And we are focusing on letters A, B, C, and D. Each week we will have a different letter, and most of our activities and crafts are built around our letter of the week. So that's a fun way to keep the kids engaged, learning the letter, but also doing fun activities to go with it. If you have any other questions about our math curriculum or our monthly units, please feel free to ask. Thank you all so much for being here and listening, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks.
Hi, beginner parents. It's Mrs. Beckwith. I am in the Early Childhood Science Lab. This is where your child will come every week to learn about the world around them. I have been teaching here for 12 years. My wonderful assistant, Mrs. Burns, she's been teaching here for 18 years. Is that right, Miss Burns? 18 years. And Miss Burns loves animals and science just as much as I do. So what your child will be doing every week is they'll come into the science lab, and they're going to have some experiments this year. And they are experiments that they get to start doing on their own. We'll practice stirring and mixing and pouring. And they also get to do some little STEAM challenges where they have to think creatively to solve a real world problem. In beginners, our friends also get to have a lot of interactions with our animal friends. They get to hold frogs, discover crickets and worms, and trust me, by the end of the school year, if your child does not like bugs, I have done something wrong. Most of the children here love our insects by the end of the school year. Beginner friends also go into the Tinker Lab. The Tinker Lab is a very unique place here to St. Martin's where the children get to learn the nuts and bolts of how things work. So we take apart old electronics and we put them back together. They're starting to learn how to use child-safe hammers with their safety goggles on, of course. We start using screwdrivers, and we learn that things are held together by screws. We learn that clothes are made with threads. It's really a place where children get to make those discoveries, and there's no right or wrong way to tinker. Another thing your child gets to do in beginners is they get to really get into the sensory bins. We put all different materials in there. This year, I think we're going to have a lot of bubbles because bubbles are really good for washing hands. So we might have little toys hidden in the bubbles for your super scientists to see. In beginners, children really learn that science is a place where they get to make the discoveries. They get to make a mess while making the discoveries. They get to ask all the questions they want and try to find the answer. Now, if your child becomes a virtual learner this year, they will still get videos from the Science Lab every single week. Those will be videos that myself or my assistant will make for your child with an optional activity that they can do from home. Ms. Burns and I are looking forward to a great school year. We can't wait to see all of your children. Bye.